Hey, I'm Tyler Price, and today I have my friend Cade Baldwin in the 67 Bug. And I'm a starving real estate agent, just started. I don't even have a client. Actually, I got one client. It's me. I'm trying to sell my own house. And that client's a freaking jerk. So I need better clients. Now, that's as much as I'm going to advertise my real estate, right?
Hey, that's fine.
But Cade, you're successful, and we're going to start and go. But
Okay.
Cade's been a dentist for a minute, and he's got a successful practice. And then you just said one day, him and his wife Carrie said, "Hey, we got to open a side hustle and get going." So you opened up a business called
Plunge.
Yeah. Tell us about it, and why would you do that?
That's a good question. So Plunge is contrast therapy.
Yeah.
Going from the two extremes, one extreme to the other. Those extremes being heat or from a sauna, and then into a cold plunge, a water bath.
Yeah.
Cold bath. So how we got into it, I've been a dentist for 20 years and obviously love that. And my wife and I both lived in Scandinavia for a couple years, and so we were exposed to that culture and saunas, especially a little bit of the cold plunge. And just recently, the last 5-10 years, they've been very popular in our culture.
Yeah.
And so kind of looked into it, loved the culture, loved Scandinavia, the Nordic region, and had some friends that started one and kind of started a franchise, so we jumped on it and wanted to do something fun and healthy. It's fun to do, as you know, you do it a lot. Kind of fun people that do it, and so we thought we'd start something healthy and fun to do, rather than just open another soda shop. Well, no offense to soda shops,
right? Yeah,
I frequently go there.
But yeah, we definitely corner the market when you look at all the different brands and all the different stores.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole different addiction. But I am going to say, because I got exposed to it from my little brother when I was visiting him down in San Diego, and he said, "Oh, we got to go try this." And so I walk in, and the pool was like 38 degrees.
Yeah.
And it had, the way they had it set up is they had a cold pool, a hot pool, and then the sauna. And I took a step in. My little brother just walked right down the stairs and stepped in. I put one foot in and turned around and said, "Actually, I'm going to start in the hot first."
I don't blame you. That's
and
where I start.
But then by the end of the week, because I bought a week pass, I could sit in there for 5 minutes. And
That's impressive,
it takes,
5 minutes.
it takes your breath away.
It does.
But people kind of say, "Oh, I can do the hot, but not the cold." So why the cold?
Cold. Well, there's a ton of research now, and you mentioned addictions. That's actually one of the things, is for helping addiction. I talked to a few counselors that I know, and they're actually talking a lot about cold pools to help for addiction, because you get that same release of the endorphins in your brain as you do with different addictions.
Right.
And so you just mentioned that's one of the many benefits you get from it. But we could talk all day about the benefits from it. But
yeah, there's a good book, and I challenge you to read it, and I'm not going to ask if you did, but it's called Winter Swimming. It's written by a doctor from Denmark, and Sarah something.
Sober.
Yeah, Sober. Thank you.
Yeah.
She's been on podcasts and stuff, but she goes through in great detail all the things that are happening to you when you cold plunge.
Yeah, and they just talk about us being exposed to the elements, whether it's cold in water or just outside and cold.
Yeah.
Here in Idaho, we have the option just to be out in the cold. Nobody really likes it now.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that our body actually needs, is to those extremes. For generations, the Nordic people have done it. We're just kind of getting caught up here in America. So
yeah, there's a lot of things I'd say that are coming into fashion, but when people try it, I think it stays. I don't think it's a fad, right?
Yeah, and it's not easy.
No.
The first time you lasted 30 seconds, I'd say that's probably about what I was, 20-30 seconds.
Yeah,
We've had a lot of women, especially women are way tougher than men.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of women that come in their first time, and they're 4 or 5 minutes their first time, and I'm thinking, how in the world are you doing that?
No, my wife, her first time, she did like 8 minutes or something, just to kind of rub it in my face.
Just to show you,
because I was just like, no, 5 minutes seems like a good time, and I would do it 3 or 4 times when I was down there. And when me and Matt come over and use your place, we usually do a 3-time rotation. But it does. I think it helps with inflammation. I know that at the end of that week there was some nagging pains
Yeah.
that just went away.
Sure.
And they're just pains that as you get older, you just get pains, right?
Yeah.
And I just felt like, oh, I guess I'll just deal with this the rest of my life. And they've gone away and stayed away.
When they talk about inflammation, but also, you know, we're coming into winter. Depression is a big thing. They talk about depression, anxiety. It helps with those. You know, there's even that doctor you're talking about. She's even talking about like type 2 diabetes, like your receptors being more sensitive if you do cold. So
no, there's more
research in it.
Yeah, there's more and more legitimate research, not like guys like me that do it that don't really have a doctor degree or something like that. At least you have the doctor behind your name, right?
Just the wrong topic there.
Yeah.
Wrong subject.
Yeah. But I don't know. I appreciate the fact you guys did it, because we met. I built a mobile sauna and we just take it down.
Awesome,
and I saw you guys were coming, so I reached out to your channel and said, hey, come on down, and you and Carrie came down and we had a good time.
Yeah, it's been fun to do, especially, you know, coming into winter doing the sauna. We have a sauna in our house, and you sit in the sauna for, you know, 20 minutes. It feels like you've been somewhere warm, and gives you a new outlook on life during the winter.
Yeah, it is interesting. Like if you sit and monitor your heart rate, because you got to get in and catch your breath and then just sit, your heart rate decreases because your body's saying, hey, we're trying to keep the core warm, so we're going to take all the blood from your hands and feet and put it to the core. And then when you contrast that with what sauna's doing, it does the exact opposite. It's saying, wow, we're hot, we're going to move all this blood, and so your heart rate goes up. I mean, I was in there, my heart rate was like 134.
Yeah.
And that's like me running.
Yeah, you get everything dilated, the blood moving out.
Yeah. So, and you know, if I have my choice, the hot is my choice, right?
Yeah, it's very relaxing.
But the cold, I don't know what about it. It's just the pain of it, like pain purifies or whatever. But where you did live in Denmark, right?
Yeah, Denmark.
And so were they more sauna?
Yeah. Lots of sauna. They do the cold plunge as well, but more. It's like everybody, you know, does the sauna, and it's similar to Idaho, and where it gets dark early in the winters, and it's dark a lot of the time, and so you know they just get that heat and that you feel refreshed, and it's pretty relaxing. Too,
when it's midnight and it's only 5 p.m. right?
Exactly.
That's what it feels like. No, the stuff that I've read too, when they do studies on those countries, is there's a 60% less likelihood of dementia and Alzheimer's, and that's become, you know, definitely something that people are concerned about, right?
They've studied a lot in Finland, which is, you know, not far from Denmark. The studies for, you know, if you do it 4 or 5 times a week for 20 minutes, it's like 60% less chance of dementia, Alzheimer's, things like that. So, which is huge. I mean, a lot of us know people. I mean, I have my own mother. Passed away from that. So that's kind of why we originally got a sauna in our home.
And it works you out. I mean, it really does.
We had somebody in there, it's Matt. He came in, he told me, you know, it's an hour session when you come. You know, you do sauna, then cold plunge, and you can usually do 3 of those, 3 sessions. He, you know, it's just sitting. He's not up working out, but he burned over 300 calories. And, I mean, that's not a ton if you're out working out, but
well, if I was running and my heart rate was 135 to 140, I'm ready to pass out.
Oh, I know.
And so even sitting in the sauna, I'm like, all right, I'm getting out now. So anyway, but it's working your heart, and whatever it's doing. But that contrast, and I would highly recommend anybody should just come and experience it first off.
Yeah, it's fun to do. It's fun to do. As you guys come in your first time, we'll give you usually we give you, you know, $5-10 off a session, so it's fun to do.
So mention my name so they know that so they know who they can get back to me, so I can help them buy a house or something, right? With
the cold though, a lot of people come in and they think they have to stay in there 5 minutes because I've heard people do it. You know, the research, you know, what Tyler's talking about, the research says if you can get 10 to 12 minutes a week, then you reap those benefits. You know, if you do 20 minutes a week, you're not getting that much more benefit. but it's you know, if you don't want to do what we do, you can do cold showers. You can just be outside in the winter. Those receptors are all over the body, so you don't have to. Although I don't like cold showers.
I hate them. I tried it, and I'd rather come sit in your pool. I don't know what it is about a cold shower. Now, we've gone down and even cut a hole in the ice down at the river to get in, and it's kind of one of those things where it's almost too cold at that point, but it's kind of, you get to pound your chest a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
And again, the women are better at it than the men.
Stronger.
But what do you feel? What's the temperature that maybe is there more of an ideal temperature? Because that's like 32 degrees.
Yeah, and we keep saying the research, it's not us doing it, but the research, they've said anything below 50 degrees, 50 degrees and below.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go down and torture yourself at 30 degrees, 29 degrees, but ours are at anywhere from 46 to 47 degrees, the pools we have.
Yeah.
And so we keep it manageable where, you know, you're not hurting yourself, but you can sit in there for, you know, your first time, if you can get a minute or 2 minutes, that's awesome.
That's a win.
I was like you know, 30 seconds, I was done. So.
Yeah. No,
it's not comfortable though. You know, at first you just gotta breathe through it, train your mind just to, you know, if you can make it a minute, you start getting numb. So after that, it's just a mental thing after that.
I think it's like playing to the fact that, hey, we can do hard things.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there is a chemistry that is happening within the body as this happens, but really it's more that, no, you really can do hard things.
Yeah.
So, because I've had people that are always like, well, I'll come for the sauna, but I'm not getting in the river, right?
Yeah,
so,
we have had some of those, but
that's okay.
If you sit in the sauna, you get so hot, you almost want to do something. But
No.
that's what they say, you know, our society, we're pretty fortunate, pretty blessed, pretty spoiled, and, you know, we don't like pushing ourselves, we don't like doing those, so it's actually a good thing for mind and body to push yourself, do something difficult, and you know, that's something fun to do, and it's not too expensive, so better than high diving or skydiving, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not skydiving for sure. So you guys then, you know, I mean, this takes time away from your regular schedule. I mean, Dr. Dennis, you work typically, some guys 3-4 days a week, right? I'm just kidding him. No, you work hard as a dentist, but then you come here and you also put in some time at the
and to be honest, I do love dentistry, but I would rather be doing this.
Yeah.
It's fun to go in and see people and get kind of people's backstories and, you know, what they do, and people enjoy doing this, and nobody loves going to the dentist. I get told that 15 times a day. They hate being there. Everybody loves to come do this.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're happy. It's a fun environment. It's fun to be around people doing it. So, but yeah, it takes some time. I'm like you, at 50, we decided to do something stupid like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, we're supposed to relax and enjoy life, but
no, and I'm just
we signed on for something more.
Yeah, and I'm on my own journey right now, but I do think this real estate's going to work out. And we're talking about plunge and not that, but no, I really appreciate that you guys did it, because I built that sauna, and I told you when you guys came down, I was like, man, I just couldn't get people that Idaho Falls made me nervous.
Yeah.
But you proved me wrong. But I did freak you out a little bit, or maybe it was Carrie when you guys came down. We started talking about it, and I mean, it's a number to build one of these things out.
It is.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but again, it's something we believe in and something we enjoy. And we've had a lot of people come in and say, "Man, I'm so glad you did something like this in Idaho Falls. We need that."
Yeah.
And you know, Idahoans are, you know, we get the rap of being kind of cheap.
Yeah.
And, you know, so yeah, it's an expense, but it's also fun, and it's healthy, and it's not. I mean, for the same price people are paying for their soda or whatever a day, you can come do a sauna. No, and it's a quality of life thing. Yeah. Because, you know, where your mom passed from dementia, my dad passed from diabetes. Oh, really? And that's the worst disease out there. I mean, they're all terrible. I shouldn't say one's more worse than another. Well, but watching him, noticeably. Yeah, it doesn't kill you quick. It kills you over years and decades in his case. And had he been a little more healthy, so it's just a challenge, I guess, for people, because I'm big into, you know, when you guys came down, I had kefir there for everyone to try. Yeah, this was good. Yeah, and I'm big into that, but this is just,
enhancing the ability to have a better quality of life when you get older.
Yeah, I think, and especially when you get to our age, but there's a lot of younger people coming
Yes.
in that are aware of that, a little bit more aware than maybe we were. But
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to, is quality and longevity. And, you know, if you want to live till you're 80 or 85 or 90, you don't want to just be pushed around by somebody. You want a quality of life. And this is just one of many things that can help with that. I'm not saying it's a cure-all, but my word, for the time and the relaxation you put into it, there's a big trade-off. There's a lot of
big
benefits there.
Because when I'm talking to people, and I've sent people your way, I don't know if they're doing it or not. I say, look, you can't gauge it off of one visit.
No.
You have to go for a full 5 days.
Yeah.
And then you'll see, you'll at the end of those 5 days, you'll see. I mean, I did, and that was what made it. So anyway.
And you're right. It's almost like, and we tell people this all the time, if you come in, if you do it 3 times, your body will start craving it.
Yeah.
At first, you're gonna go, man, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
It helps with aches and pains and stuff like that. But if you can do it for, like you said, 4 or 5 days, if you do it 3 times, your body will start craving it, and it's something good that it's craving.
Yeah.
It's something difficult that it's craving. You know, it's a fun thing to do.
No. Well, I'm all in on it, and I've kind of skipped for a minute, and Cade has been very nice to reach out and say, hey man, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess right now.
We all are.
I think I'm figuring it out. But no, is there anything else you'd want to say about you and Carrie, plunge, family, dentistry, anything?
Dentistry. Give you some lectures on dentistry. No, come down and try it out. It's fun. Like we've said, it's fun to do. It's fun to, you can rent out one whole side, you know, and do it as a group. You know, we got the holidays coming up. If you're bored, you want to come do it, you can get 8, 10 people in there for a pretty good dang price. It's only 10, 12 bucks a piece if you do it that way. We've got some sales coming up for the holidays. Punch passes, we offer memberships, punch passes, or if you just want to come in once and try it, we'll do that. Gift cards for the holidays. So it's an awesome thing, and we've had some people come in that their physicians have said, hey, you know, you've got this inflammatory disease, go try this. And we have one gal that's come in and she's lost a ton of weight. She was borderline type 2 diabetes, and she's doing way better there. And like I said, it's not a cure-all, but it's something
it helps.
You know, that you can add to your lifestyle that will help.
Well, great. Well, I appreciate Cade and Carrie and what they've built, and come out and check Plunge out. And I'm Tyler, and this is Cade.
Appreciate you, Tyler.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, man.
All right.
See you guys.